A ratio says how much of there is of one thing compared to another. We'll use these three things to compare a ratio. The first one is a colon. The next one is a fraction. And the next one is the word to. Okay? So in this example, we are going to compare stars and smiley faces. All right? So we're going to write a ratio, first looking at how many smiley faces and then how many stars. So if I look up at my example, I have 4 smiley faces and 2 stars. All right? I'm asking you to compare smiley faces to stars. So there are 4 smiley faces and 2 stars. So the first way to write that ratio is the word to. And then I'm going to look at it and I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to write it using a colon. And then as a fraction, 4 to 2. So all of those we would say 4 to 2, 4 to 2, 4 to 2. Okay? Don't worry that this is an improper fraction. If we change it, we'll no longer see the ratio. Okay? I can simplify it and say that is also equivalent to 2 to 1. And that's still okay. All right, let's look at this. Here, we're going to compare squares to the total amount. Well, let's stop and think about total for just a second. Total means all, okay? So if I look up there, I have 2 squares, and then total I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 2 to 11. That's the first way to write it. I'm going to write it using a colon, and then I'm going to write it again as a fraction, 2 to 11. Okay, notice I always, whatever came first in my comparison, went first in my ratio. Okay, now I'm going to switch it around and I'm going to compare the total first. So I have 9 objects up there, so the total is 9. And then how many of those were triangles? 9 to 3. All right, the other way to write it is 9 to 3, using the word to, and then as a fraction, 9 to 3. So remember, ratio compares objects. Always write your ratio based on what came first in the ratio given. 3 different ways are using the colon, a fraction, and the word to.